Dreams. They start off as an idea. Acting on them is what makes them a reality. Our dream of living on a sailboat to travel seemed like a distant fairy tale, only told by others who somehow made it happen. 5 years ago, this unreachable dream of sailing started to become our own reality. Searching for a boat that suited our needs, a solid one that could successfully conquer storms. Attracted to classic lines, but no budget that could make it happen. Faced with the realization that we needed to get an affordable boat that was in need of a lot of work, penny by penny as we go. That's when we found a 1969 Ericson 41, Bevica, soon to be Alma. The potential was there once we overlooked her flaws. More work than we expected, more time than we thought, but we were determined to make it happen. But before we could even think of letting the lines go and setting sail, we had to turn our 50-year-old project into something livable and sailable. Feeling like a fairy godmother turning a pumpkin into a carriage, we dedicated our time to fixing Alma. 4.5 years of hard work, working on her every day after our full-time jobs, faced with challenges we did not expect but somehow overcame. And when we finally took some rest, the itch of fiberglass from that day's project will remind us that one day this sacrifice will pay off. One day we will turn this pumpkin into a carriage, but at midnight it won't go away. The dream will continue on. Sometimes the result of unexpectedness comes the most precious product. The day I knew I was pregnant was a mix of emotions. So many thoughts merging into my head. So exciting. I always dreamed of becoming a mother, so in a way, both dreams of mine were coming true. But how can we make them both meet? Putting the boat dream on pause was a practical solution. We would wait until the timing was right.
Meet Aria?
Once our baby girl was born and we held her in our arms, it was like holding the whole world. But how can we possibly live in a boat with a baby? Isn't it dangerous? Others would say. In all reality, taking her home in the car was as dangerous as living on a boat. Even though we have fears, we knew we both wanted to see our girl grow up in a different way. We continued on with the plan of sailing Alma, even with a baby, because we knew in our hearts this was the right step for our family. The dream of now sailing as a family of 4, including our dog, was the adjustment we were going to make. And this day has come. After so many projects, after so much time. We originally thought fixing our boat was going to take 3 months. We were wrong, by far. She was ready to be hoisted up into those slings that touch so many other vessels who belong to others with the same salty dream. When Alma's keel grazed the water, our hearts were put on pause, realizing that we finally accomplished our unreachable dream. Our hearts pressed play, and Alma was floating in the water as she was always meant to be. Soon, we will be exploring new destinations. Seeing the world as we hold our own world in our hands, our little baby girl who will be able to experience life in a new way. Our sailing journey as a young family was about to begin. All of our major belongings sold, allowing us to jump headfirst into this sailing lifestyle. Shakedown cruises began, pushing Alma to her limits to test her capabilities, tweaking her and doing some fixes before finally setting sail. We were preparing to get things ready. We were doing the autopilot configuration to get ready to sail down to Miami for New Year's Eve to see the fireworks. And then Julian noticed something wrong with the spreader. So basically the spreader was, one of the spreaders is broken completely. And luckily he noticed it now before us being in the middle of the ocean. So Julian is now up on the mast trying to take the spreader out so that we can fix it and get back on track. He got the spreader down, one side of the spreader. Here it is. Going against the grain at times is not easy. Whenever you take the path less followed, you are faced with questionable looks and unwanted opinions. The instant reaction is, oh, that's dangerous, or oh no, you shouldn't do that. Sometimes it makes you doubt yourself, but something inside you reassures you to keep going. Sometimes you need to put the voices aside and listen to your own voice. How do you want to live your life? Would you rather regret what you never did or take the nerve-wracking step towards your dream? We have decided to go down the sea less traveled, not to prove anything to others, but simply because it's what we want to do with our lives. That's why we are now living full-time with our baby and dog in this tiny floating home of ours, escaping the Florida hurricane season, heading up north to explore this country of ours in a way we've never seen before. Learning to sail, living on a 30-degree angle, and being parents all in one. This will be quite the journey, but it's our story unique to us that we look forward to sharing with you. We hope you join us in our journey and see through our eyes what such an adventure can be. Seek out what makes you happy, what fulfills your life, because in the end, you are the one living it.